Good day, everyone. Aliii here from Safi Financial Network. Today is January 24, 2025. Here's another weekly wrap, our weekly edition. S&P 500 closed a positive week to new all-time high, new closing all-time high this week, and momentum is shifting to the upside. However, today we got small sell-off. This is kind of like a short-term sell-off. I would say this is going to be a corrective move. And we may see some kind of like a correction next week as well. So we had earnings season started just last week, this week continuing with Netflix, fantastic earning. And also next 2 weeks, we will have lots of good names, lots of growth names. Big techies are going to announce their earnings as well. So it's going to be lots of volatility down the road for the market. I would say steel earning could be kind of like a strong, at least for this season, but I'm not sure if market is gonna price it based on that. So weekly chart, we got into 61.45 area, pretty close to that one. So this is the area that I was waiting for a reversal, and this is gonna be a short-term correction. So it's not going to be huge correction just because there is no sign of the huge correction. We can see some kind of like a short-term correction based on the daily chart. However, weekly chart still is positive. As you see here, we just got a bull reversal here. It is not a small, or I should say, it is not ideal scenario for the market, the bull reversal, because we want to see in oversold condition bull reversal. But we got somewhere here, here, and here is the kind of like the repetition. If you remember August market low, we just got a weekly bull reversal when it was not in oversold condition, but it ended up to new all-time high. So if you just see that, here's the reversal. This is August reversal, and we got into exactly the same scenario here. And the MACD is just turning to the positive area maybe next week. And that would be kind of like a strong momentum to the upside. RSI is getting into important area as well, which is 52 to 55%. That's the area of previous lows initiated. April, August actually was the area that I was looking for. And right now we are just seeing this trend line. If it breaking through to the upside, that would be huge run for the market, and that would be potentially the market top in 2025. So we'll see how it goes with that one. Right now, I would say market still have more room to go. If we get above 61.45 on a weekly basis, we can go to 64.60, not in a straight line, but it could be a possible scenario for 2025. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to the daily chart. Daily chart tells me that we are due for a corrective move. This is overstretched, overbought, and anyway, if you want to slice it and dice it, we are due for correction. Also, indicator-wise, we are due for correction. So if you just look at this, MACD is in at overbought condition. RSI is getting into overbought condition, and usually this is bringing resistance here. Stochastic momentum is forming a bear reversal to the downside. All those things are coming at the same time with a price action today. We just got a negative candle after 5 days in a row, green candle. So usually that's the sign of correction. We are at new all-time high, so this is kind of like on charter territory. We can get to 6,000, just a small correction, 3%, and then we will get back to the upside next week by 6,200, or next few weeks, I would say 6,200 is going to be the possible scenario. If you go to Nasdaq, it's showing us the same thing. So you see that here's the nice bull flag here. Still, it is not at new all-time high, but it can get to new all-time high, especially with big techies earning if it comes positive. If market take it as like a positive news or positive reading, it can just reach out to new all-time high. Some names actually got reached to new all-time high today. We will get to those ones. But all in all, I should say stochastic momentum got a bull reversal just last week and this week, but it is not in ideal scenario or ideal territory. I would love to see something like this. So when we are seeing pretty close to oversold condition or something like this. In a bullish momentum, we got a very nice, strong rally to the upside. And usually these pivots are heading into new all-time high. So we will see if market is forming another new all-time high or it's going to give us a deeper correction, which I don't think that's going to happen unless there is a big fundamental news coming to the market, potentially bad earnings for big techies next few weeks, and then it can drag the market to the downside. But right now, based on the price action, I would say market it can hit new all-time high for Nasdaq as well. Moving on to Dow Jones, which is forming a better consideration for long position. So this is a weekly chart, and weekly chart tells me that we are at the same scenario on October 2023. So this can lead Dow to a substantial rally to new all-time high, and it can just start going higher. We recapture SMA 20. We are pretty close to 45,000, which is the new all-time high. And we may see some kind of like a nice momentum after that. We are just getting into uncharted territory. In a daily chart, however, we got a kind of like a very strong reversal at the level that I was pointing out. So I was looking for actually earlier kind of like reversal, but it didn't happen. Today we just got a very small bear flag here, so we'll see some kind of like a bearish momentum is coming next week, potentially for just a corrective move for a few days. We are at overbought stochastic bear reversal to the downside. RSI is getting into this overbought condition, and also this is a hidden divergence between these two tops, and this is a negative hidden divergence, which leads to a negative, a potentially corrective move for Dow to top of this pivot, somewhere around 42, 43,000. That would be the area that I'm looking at. But ultimately, I'm just looking for Dow to hit to new all-time high. And this is kind of like a better price action I see among the other names. Moving on to gold, which was a positive today, pretty close to new all-time high, got rejected from this top, and it cannot manage to new all-time high. And gold is overdue for correction. Also, this is another scenario that I see, not just the negative divergence. There is no negative divergence. There are lots of people are saying we can get kind of like a corrective move to here at least to get back to the upside. I would say gold, when gold momentum is starting, that would be very hard to catch with. So um, I don't want to say get into FOMO mentality situation, but at the same time, it would be good opportunity if we see some kind of like a nibble correction here to this broken pivot here. That would be enough. I would say we can get back to the bullish momentum down the road, and that would be kind of like better performer this year. I would say for gold, still looking for 32 to 3300 down the road for gold in 2025. So we'll see how it goes. Silver shows participation today, but rejection from the top. Still a bull flag here is forming, a very small bull flag, but this is a good scenario. So we may see some kind of like a choppiness continuing for a next bullish rally to the upside. I would say silver can be better performer compared to gold this year. Moving on to crude. Crude just forming a doji bar, positive doji bar today. And that is kind of like a perfect scenario. Look at that. So based on the time count, this is a 7 candle after this 6 days in a row bear flag. We got 7 reversal, 7 at stochastic bull reversal potentially for next days for a nice rally to the upside. And also this is a hidden divergence, a positive hidden divergence here. This is another great news for bulls, for energy. So we got a nice higher lows here at the very important level, 75 to 76. If we get confirmation by early next week, I would say just wait for 2 candles maximum, and then you can get back to the long position with a strong rally to the upside. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to individual names. So starting with Bitcoin, Bitcoin closed positive today, not as strong, but still forming a bull flag here. Ethereum is just lagging. A tackle to this trend line, cannot manage above it, so it rejected down. Still, it can go lower, I would say, for a great rally potentially after that. So we may see some kind of like a very, very nice regular divergence to the upside, and that would be a huge run for the market, for the Ethereum. Bond yield is just forming a bearish, I would say, small bearish head and shoulder here. So if it forms nicely, if it get back to 420, I would say that's very bearish signal. We can get back to the downside, and potentially we are getting into this 3.80. So this 3.80, that would be a huge kind of like a sell-off. That would be 0.40 sell-off to the downside, which is a lot. Moving on to Treasury. Treasury is forming a positive candle today, and due to sell-off in bond, Treasury is getting back to the upside. I would say this is exactly the reverse of the bond. This is forming a nice um, head and shoulder here, and if we get above reverse head and shoulder, and if we get above 88, 89, that would be a nice scenario to going all the way up to here. So that would be a fantastic scenario for Treasury, and that would be a bigger picture of a reverse head and shoulder for a bigger rally to the upside. So if this is not the bottom, we are pretty close to the bottom for the Treasury. VIX 1% down. This means we are not still in a panic phase, and that would be just a correction for the market today. Dixie is down. That kind of like it confirms that we are going to see a weaker dollar. Weaker dollar is going to give a booster to gold, to silver, to metals, and also to bonds. So we'll see how it goes. Magma indicator positive momentum today, but it's getting weaker. Apple still cannot manage the bottom here, so still struggling. We may see still a lower low for Apple, and that would be a huge sell before earning. Amazon just a 57 cents down today after hitting new all-time high, nominal new all-time high coming down. Meta closed new all-time high in a daily as well, so in a weekly as well. So that's pretty strong for Meta. Microsoft at $2.65 up, uh, still forming a bull flag before 452. So if it breaks through above 452 to 455, that would be a huge run for Microsoft potentially after earning. Google finally new closing all-time high and also weekly closing all-time high. And that's great just because we see a bull flag here. And also we see before earning, this one is coming very, very positive. So I would say still we can see rally in big names, and that can bring Nasdaq to the higher price as well. Netflix still forming a bull flag here, potentially for another pop. People are still struggling after earning. Some people are just covering their profits. Some people are getting invested. So that's why it's kind of like a forming a base shape form. Moving on to Tesla. Tesla coming down today and still forming a bull flag, I would say, if you want to make it a case. So this is kind of like the bull flag that we see. And if it gets above this 440, that would be a huge run to potential double top. Semiconductors actually weak today. So semiconductors after nice rally to the upside, it's just going down because of this gap. So this is a huge sell here. We need to see buyers coming back. Again, hold up this area. If buyers are coming back next few days, that would be kind of like a forming a bull flag shape. And that would be a very bullish scenario for semis. So we'll see how it goes. I think still we are at the weekly breakout, and we can see lots of names are getting back to the upside. Stocks, the same pattern here. Bearish engulfing. So we'll see if there is buyer, they should just come out very, very shortly. Taiwan Semiconductor hit new all-time high, coming back down. Um, this is bearish as well. AMD just getting back to the upside. and then coming down. So still struggling with this bottoming formation. Very mixed picture, very mixed picture with these names. Nvidia, $4.60 down, and it's just engulfing at the top. It can go lower to 124, the area that can be very, very nice scenario for buy. Texas Instrument getting slaughtered today after earning call. It can go down to 160 to 170. So we'll see how it goes. I just put a post on my Telegram channel. I mentioned about the level that I'm gonna get in if it reaches out that level. Lamb Research actually didn't do well. I don't like this candle here. Seems like the reversal is very strong. It cannot manage above this white range bar. It breaks through above this trend line, but coming back down. So it cannot manage to hold above 82. We got close, but we didn't. So we'll see how it goes. XLF, which is a financials, that's why I'm positive in Dow. Financials are doing well. This is a nice bull flag here. KBE, the same scenario here, 27 cents up. KRE, regional bank, can lead Russell to outperform our next days as well. This is a good bull flag here. And JP Morgan hit a nominal new all-time high, coming back down, still positive day. Um, Goldman Sachs, $2.60 down, but not bad pattern at all. So you see that gap down, buyers just bring the stock up. Bank of America, 13 cents up, and Wells Fargo, 11 cents down. So all in all, I should say they're just forming a good bull flag here. They're digesting the move. Moving on to the gold miners, 45 cents up, GDXJ, 62 cents up, and AEM, this is outperformer for the gold miners, $1.24 up. All in all, I should say, when you see gold miners are participating in rally, we should be positive, but they were not strong today. So we should see some kind of like a good bullish momentum with these names, like 4%, 6%. Then we can be optimistic about the future of the gold. Newmont, 9 cents off. Franco-Nevada, 59 cents up. And gold Barrick, it was kind of like a positive the entire session, but rejected just last hour of trading session. It goes to this 1665 and rejected. So we will see how it's going to manage it next few weeks. Moving on to energy names. Energy names actually were not positive at all, so they were kind of like a disappointing today. But I would say this is just a short-term correction. Still, I'm just looking for bigger names spiking to the higher highs down the road. XOP, $1.96 down here. OIH going down, 81 cents down. Exxon, $1.49 down, and Chevron, 36 cents down. So 150 to 153, keep an eye on this. We may see a reversal here. All right, folks, I would say next week, early next week, we may see correction, but when earnings are coming back, potentially we will see some kind of like a buyers are coming back to the market, and we'll see this correction ends to new all-time high. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Have a great weekend. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.